Hey, what's up guys? Are you also wondering how marathoners achieve their best race times? Today we're looking at the data from 1,000 marathon runners to see what separates the fastest from the rest. And I'm gonna tell you exactly how you can implement this in your own training. Let's go! Alright, first and foremost, we gotta give credit where credit is due. I found this study by a post on X where one of the authors was explaining the results from this study. I'll link the post from X below and go give him a follow because I think you'll be able to learn a thing or two from his profile. But back to the study. First, we're gonna look at how they distributed their training zones. They opted for a 3-zone model. And here they categorized zone 1 as an easy effort below your lactate threshold. Zone 2, a moderate effort up to your critical speed, and Zone 3, a hard effort above your critical speed. They found that different runners use different approaches to split their time between these 3 zones. And here are the main strategies. We have pyramidal training, which is lots of Zone 1, some Zone 2, and a little bit of Zone 3. Then we have polarized training, which is very popular, focused on Zone 1s and 3, with very little in Zone 2. Then threshold, which puts a lot of heavy emphasis on Zone 2. And then also high intensity training, which is a main focus on Zone 3. So now that we know the setup of the study, what were the results they actually found? They looked at 16 weeks of data leading up to a marathon. And this is what the authors noted that stood out. Training volume matters. Here they found that faster runners trained more than 3 times as much as slower runners. For example, the quickest runners trained about 107 kilometers per week, while the slower runners averaged around 35 kilometers per week. Zone 1 is key. The best performers, aka the fastest marathon times, spent most of their training in Zone 1, up to 67% of their total training. The authors noted that this helped with recovery, to build endurance, and boost efficiency. Avoid too much time in Zone 2 and 3. Spending too much time in Zone 2 or 3 was actually linked to slower marathon times. Those high intensity efforts might not be as beneficial for non-elite runners as it is for elite runners. And lastly, they found that pyramidal training rules. They found that most runners, especially the fastest, used a pyramidal training approach, with progressively less time spent in Zone 2 and 3. The study also found that training habits changed as they were getting closer to their marathon. Runners didn't ramp up intensity, but they did opt for longer runs and try to extend their overall volume. Interestingly, these trends were consistent across age and gender. So here are the key takeaways from this study. Prioritize Zone 1 training. It's the foundation of a marathon plan. Long runs are crucial. Gradually build up your weekly volume and focus on distance, not speed. And stick to a pyramidal approach. Keep most of your training easy, with a little effort in Zone 2 and Zone 3. So if you're a recreational athlete, don't feel pressured to train like the elites. This will not have the same effect as the elites have. Use these findings to optimize your time and see what truly works. This is it for today, guys. If you enjoyed this video, then like it, subscribe to the channel, ping that notification bell because there will be a lot more content coming your way. But before you go, please tell me, how do you approach your marathon plan? Are you, like in the study, usually sticking to pyramidal training? Because for myself, it feels like I've been putting too much emphasis on Zone 2 and 3 in training. But how has it been for you? I'd love to get your feedback, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!